Hi guys! Here, we're gonna show you a really neat recipe. This is for tostones, the way they call it in Puerto Rico. And it's basically a plantain, green plantain banana. I went ahead and already took the little tips of this. We're not gonna use these. You take the tips off, chop chop. Then you're gonna take a nice knife and you're gonna make a little incision just on the layer of the skin. Just like that. That way you can put your finger in there and take that skin off. So it takes a little bit of a practice to do that. It comes out actually quite easy depending on the type of plantain. Once you do that, I'm gonna come over here. Then you got your plantain. And it all depends how you do it. I like to put it in like little slices, angle like this. See that? It's about an inch and a half, depending on how thick you want the tostón to be. And some could be, that'll be fine. That's kind of big actually. I'm gonna cut like that. So I'm gonna put these in this plate. Then comes the fun part. We're gonna grab over here, we're gonna put them on a deep fryer. Now, when I first started doing this, we didn't have a deep fryer. We just used a pan with about 2 inches of oil. But deep fryer works the best. But you can also use a pan. So canola oil, which uses for a hot oil, and we're going to put them in here. There we go. And that's going to cook for about 5-6 minutes. Now, these have been cooking for about 5-6 minutes, and you see that nice little golden brown color. So what you're going to do from the deep fryer, you're going to pull them out into some paper towel so it absorbs a little bit of the heat and the oil. Okay, so once we do that, then comes the part where we're going to squish them a little bit. So I'm going to take these that I've already done. Watch this, how neat. We're going to take them into a cutting board. You have some wax paper. Take a little bit of wax paper. We're going to put it here, we're going to fold it in half. Put your tostón in there. Take a plate, just a regular plate. They sell these little things that are specially designed, but you can use a plate very easily. You take it and just squish it, and you could put a little bit of pressure. Kind of, you got to feel it. So the idea is to, like, this is nice. This is on the thin side. It all depends if you want to make it a little thicker. So I'm going to take another one, so you can watch. That's on the thin side if you like it. And squish it maybe a little bit less. Okay, so this baby is a little on the thicker side. So it all depends on your liking if you want to do it a little thicker or a little skinnier. But then we're going to take these and refry them for another couple of minutes. We'll see in a bit. So we have our tostones that have been squished, and they might be a little hot, but not really. Once they squish a little bit, you put them on, remember this, the wax paper. You put a handful of them on your deep frying pan. And the idea is that you're going to re-fry them again. You're going to double fry them. So now you're going to put it back in here. See that? So get them a little toasty. That's going to be, well, maybe about 3 minutes. And then we're going to savor them. Okay, now we have refried them for the second time for about 3-4 minutes. All depends on the thickness, of course, but you want to get them into a nice golden brown. And I already had a batch that I already cooked, so I'm putting them on top of the other one, because what we're going to do now is we're going to sprinkle a little bit of salt on them. See that? How beautiful they look. Nice and crunchy. And then we're going to get our last batch in it. And then for dipping, we're going to make a special sauce, we call it. Here in Puerto Rico, they call it Mayo-ketchup. But our Mayo-ketchup is with special things. So we're going to put the last little bit of batch, and we'll put this for another 3 or 4 minutes, depending on the thickness. So we made the tostones, we cut them, we fried them, squished them, refried them, put a little salt on them, and this is the result. We have our special sauce, Mayo-ketchup, with all the goodies. We dip. Remember, no double dipping, just dip like that. That is good. That's what the natives used to eat. The Tainos. Plantains. They didn't have any Mayo-ketchup though, but they had the tostones.
Or a fryer.
Mm. You don't have to eat them with ketchup, Mayo-ketchup. You can eat them plain. It's so good. I love them. Later we show them how to make mofongo. Mofongo is a combination of this squished into a little ball with something on top, like chicken or shrimp or steak. Keep an eye for that, okay?